Hey everybody, welcome. We are still in New York. Uh, we are physically in the same room recording uh, this episode where we go over 10 KTF. So we're going to talk about all the alpha. We're going to talk about some theories, and I put a little like couple tweets, not a thread, but a couple tweets on what I think GTAC is going to be. But we're going to talk about the live stream as well, and everything. And so, if you like 10 KTF and you like the damn show, this video is for you. Let's just jump into it.
Wow, the idea to do a physical like a live stream in a physical location.
Yeah.
I think we know, like, from now on, like, since it happened, like, already, like what you we were remembering about Tina and Nissan,
Yeah.
that we did it in person.
Yeah.
I think that every time we are in a physical location all together, we like to do these streams or recordings where we are in the same room, obviously, because it makes sense. And that's why we did it this time.
Well, we did one in Miami as well.
We did one in Miami
with a
as
bunch
well.
of people. That was for Art Basel in December, and then maybe it was like, let's rent a podcast studio.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
because
hell yeah.
Because it just makes complete sense, and having like a space where we can stream and have grilled with us, like other OGs or non-OGs, like people that are just interested and they want to know about 10 KTF and want to react with us. That was the first time though we did a Thursday.
Yes.
Because in Miami it was not a Thursday.
Yeah.
The other times it was like other kind of things. Yeah, obviously we were reacting in LA. It was a Thursday, but it was not how can I say,
a 10 KTF
a 10 KTF Thursday,
like Thursday Night Live,
a digital Thursday. It was an in real life Thursday with things happening in real life, and that's why we covered it with the event and everything.
Yeah.
But this was a 10 KTF Thursday done in a live stream in real life, and it was so cool.
It was awesome.
We had so much fun.
Yeah, yeah. And I think we're gonna keep getting better with the production every time that it happens. And so, because remember, we're not experts at this, but like we love it so much that we're gonna find ways to always do something. But my favorite part of that evening was just being able to interact with multiple people in a room in kind of like a round table lightning question style. There's a lot of segments, airdrop or rug. What does PFP stand for, really? And it's honestly, it was a watch it back. I think it was just fun, good fun entertainment. But the podcast studio that we rented, they were great. So we did a Thursday Night Live video, spoofing Saturday Night Live, of course, and we had this video planned for at least a month, and decided to obviously do it in New York and release it for this week because we're live from New York. And I've always said that the live streams kind of feel like a Saturday Night Live situation. So that was really cool to see, to get it done and then see everybody's reaction, see the team's reaction. Bam Bam had a tweet where she said something like, "I've never felt more famous in my life." And then I remember Ken said something like, and I didn't even realize this, but Ken said something like, "It's funny how you guys are doing the Uno reverse, where it started with the team putting the community in their videos, and now we're putting the team in our videos." And so we had the other creators, Brent Swai, A-Bomb, and Modest in there as well for 10KTFM, because it was Thursday Night Live, and it was kind of just like it was like, what are all the parts and who are all the pieces that help make Thursday Night Live real? And like, of course, there's a massive team at Yuga, and we knew, and so we couldn't get everybody, and tried to fit as many people as we could in there, and just give kudos to the people that put in a lot of work for these Thursdays, because I'm sure it's just the same, if not more work than what a Saturday Night Live takes, at least like on the We Knew Yuga team's end, for everything they're doing. So just kind of something special that we want to put together and make it New Tokyo themed. I'd love to see everybody's reactions for those videos, and it was a good time.
It was a good time. It was great to to shout out both the community, because like we know we have the Damn Show and then we have 10KTFM right after. That's the whole programming of the evening.
Yeah.
So it made complete sense to include the guys into the Thursday Night Live video, and obviously the team, because
and
they work so hard.
And the musical guest, Shopkeeper Midori, of course.
Shopkeeper Midori, oh my god! But like one of the best parts was like the voiceover.
Yeah.
Like the voiceover, it's what, like when I heard it the first time, I was like, this is awesome. Like so much fun.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was Brenswa. It wasn't. We got a voice actor.
It was not Brenswa
to do it. But maybe that's a hint for you, Brenswa. Maybe voice acting is a side hustle in your future. So look into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, let's talk about what a crazy Thursday. First of all, like it was a great Thursday for us to do an IRL stream, because we had a bunch of cool guests on there. We had Kent, of course. We had Bobby. We had Yuli, who's a mod in Oni, but also is involved with 10KTF. And we had Aaron as well, who's brand new, doesn't know much about 10KTF. So it was great to kind of have all these different perspectives in the community. And yeah, like maybe how was it for you for like just riffing off like 3 more people rather than just like me?
Well, it was definitely more energy consuming, the other live stream, I have to be honest, because you have to think about like giving space to everyone to speak. You also have to, manage all these other people that are not usually on the show. But like the fun and the points that they added to the whole show were like invaluable. So I'm so happy that they accepted the invitation and they came and took part on the evening. And it was great to see also the different reactions to tweets depending on, are you an OG? Are you a little bit involved? You're not involved at all. Yeah. Like we all had different reactions to some tweets, and we should go through each one of the tweets and discuss that, obviously.
Yeah. So Big Alpha in the tweets, and we'll give our takes. But before we even get there, we can't forget Producer Knows.
Yeah, Producer
Knows on the back end, just helping the ship run smoothly and making guest appearances with video and a little bit of audio as well. So shout out to Producer Knows as well. He was pivotal for the experience, and we appreciate the energy you bring. Let's jump into the tweets. Oh my God, I'm honestly, what were the tweets? I can barely remember them.
Okay, we had 3 tweets.
We had 3 tweets, and also shout out to the team for. Let's just talk about the before we jump into the specifics of the tweets. The visuals. So Wen Moon sitting in a theater. Yeah. She's trying to enjoy Thursday, and on her screen, or on the big screen, you have the Other Side website, you have the 10KTF website, you have the 10KTF Twitter, their Discord, and the Damn Show.
And the Damn Show, yes.
And so I thought, we put a tweet out, but I thought that was awesome. It's like that's what Wen Moon does on a Thursday to like enjoy her Thursday 10KTF experience, and including the dance show in there. That was a really nice thing the team did. So thank you for that. What was your first tweet though? We'll put it up, but what was the essence of it?
Well, the first tweet was just Wen Moon complaining about people talking in the background and saying, I'm gonna shut you wise and just close your heads, something like that. So
you guys are flapping your gums.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Let's just show it for everybody to read. But the meaning was, guys, we are trying to do something meaningful here.
Yeah.
There is a whole story. This is a very deeply this is a project that is very deep in storytelling. So please enjoy the story.
Yeah.
The alpha will come when the story needs the alpha to come, when it's time for the alpha to come. So she kind of said that in the first tweet, because let's address it. The community has been,
oh my God,
not in a good mood recently.
Last 2-3 weeks.
And I say the community, I wouldn't say everyone, obviously. Like, for example, me, other people, we were like more, like we're kind of more patient. We're being like in this for 18 months.
Yeah, 18 months.
So like we know that things are coming. Many times you have to wait in the back end of a project, how many things are happening. It's not easy to set it up, especially with big activations with Gucci or other big brands, or like the other side. So I don't know. I think we practiced a lot of patience in this 18 months. So I've seen like OGs being a little bit more chill in general.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
But not everyone was chill. There were many people that were like, so what do we do with this Gucci material? What about G tags? Like they pumped, then now they dumped. What am I going to do? Why they don't give us information about this? So I think that the team wanted to address that with these tweets and make us understand, guys, we are working on all those things.
There's a plan in
place. There is a plan.
Yeah. And so the tweet essence was like, okay, like, fine. All right. But if I give you this, can we get back to the story? So that was the first tweet. And like on the live stream, we were like trying to read into it a little bit too much because we were unsure. Like, is there like she's wording it very it was very weirdly worded. I'm like, is there a riddle, a clue in here? There was. I was trying to say, which was okay, fine. I'm going to tell you guys, but if I tell you, let's get back to the story and let's enjoy the journey. So the next tweet after that was Gucci. So we'll put the tweet up, but it was something like, your Gucci material will turn into physicals crafted by Wagmi-san and Gucci. Not a sale, a reward. And so you can read into some of the things there. I mean, first, okay, we're getting Gucci 10 KTF physicals. Nobody knows what it is, but that's awesome. And the floor started pumping on that news. But the not a sale, a reward was addressing some of the FUD of Gucci announcing a partnership with Yuga a few weeks ago. And then the first thing they're doing is like the Coda chain sale. And so while quote unquote leaving the Gucci grails and the Gucci cloth unaddressed. And so this was them saying like, okay, here's what's going to happen. It's not a sale, it's a reward for, being early and all that. Any takes on that maybe?
Well, that's what I've always thought. I don't know. For me, it was kind of obvious, but I understand that it wasn't obvious for many people. Like I have someone very close to me that bought a Gucci material, and every week they're like, "So this Gucci material, why I bought it? Like, what's gonna happen with it?" Like, and every week I had to say, "Yeah, but like it means that they're not ready. Like that thing is gonna come. Don't worry." And what happens if they never do release anything for it? And I'm like, no, this is not the team that will ever do anything like that. If that cloth exists, there is a reason, and there's going to be something connected to that. And my second thought was related to the pendants, that the Gucci material is still rarer than the pendants, number one. And number two, you are creating for the first time ever a physical item that has not only Gucci, but the 10 KTF brand on it, which is...
Yeah, that's cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah. A 10 KTF Gucci collaboration for a physical, and we're getting that. The only way to access that is through this. So I don't know what it's going to be. It could be like a backpack. It could be, like a jacket. It's hard to say. It might even be a few items, and you can pick which one you want. And obviously all of them are going to be free and shipped to you and all of that. That's just what I think. And I think that's what most of the takes have been. But whatever that is, it's like, I think it'll be tailored for the DGen in mind as well.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be something totally off the shelf for like that people in Paris during Fashion Week wear. That was the second tweet of the evening. And then we played a little segment called "Is the Floor Pumping?" And the floor was definitely pumping.
The floor was pumping.
It was for sure pumping. Can confirm. It was on the chain. It was on our live stream. Then we had another tweet 15 minutes later. And now this was the big one. Maybe what was this tweet? Because
that was about G tags.
Yeah.
Which was the like, let's say that the Gucci material was creating a little bit of FUD. But if you compare the little FUD of the Gucci material with the FUD of the G tag, like not even close.
It was a totally different level of FUD. Oh my God.
because we know how G-Tags pumped, and there was like all this speculation. There were like 1 million threads about G-Tags, a G-Tag here, G-Tag there. You have a thread. Yeah. Everybody has a thread about G-Tags.
All the threaders.
All the threaders have one. So they had to address that. Yeah. So they finally said openly, yes, the G-Tag is going to give you a PFP, a 10 KTF PFP.
Yeah, crazy. Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed.
So one, shout out to the cake prophet, Queso, who's now known as the artist formerly known as Queso, who goes by the cake prophet now for seeing the tea leaves in the cake, burn king for PFP. And then I think it was Brezzy that saw it the second time around back in sometime in January, I want to say, for seeing it on the fire exit. This was before the IRL event in LA. And now they were just like, fine, like you're not gonna, we're not gonna hide it anymore. Here, confirmed, 10 KTF PFP, right? So everybody's like, oh, and then of course the G tags pumped, and right now because of ETH pumping as well, the ETH value doesn't look like it's pumped, but in dollar terms, G tags are, I think, the highest they've ever been, price wise. Not ETH terms, because NFTs go down in price on ETH when USD when ETH pumps and all that stuff. So I have a take on G tags, but I wanted to ask you first. Any takes on the G tag 10 KTF PFP?
The only thing is that I think they mentioned that you have to use them wisely during season 2 of Battletown. So what I thought is just that there's going to be a way that we're going to be using these G tags during Battletown, and the people that probably are going to hold some at the end of the season, they will be able to use that and like get a PFP from those. And what it makes me feel like is like, okay, let's say that I use them in Battletown and I get more points because of it. So it's going to be between, do you really want a PFP or you want more points? Because we know at the end of the day what points did. They gave us bigger ApeCoin drop when we got the ApeCoin drop. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how we play it. If it's like, I'm more interested in points and try to get a bigger drop in ApeCoin later when this happens, or no, let me hold this. Right. I want the PFP, or I think there is more arbitrage even with the PFP later on.
Yeah. So it's similar. The take that I had was that, so of course they said use G tags wisely throughout season 2. So naturally, like during Battletown, we're going to be using G tags. It also, the original alpha was burn king for PFP, burn Genesis. So actually, like now that I think about it, like we've already burned Genesis for PFP in the sense that we have G tags. But what I think about G tags is that, are we going to now burn G tags throughout the season on specific missions? And depending on, if we pick the right team or the right mission, like, how we had the captain's mission where you had to pick, find the right team to get the most points, and then you'll get the reward at the end. I'm thinking, are we going to burn G tags throughout the season, and within like a week, there's going to be 3 missions that we can pick from, and if we pick the right one, and that's the one that wins, you get the most points. And very similar to what you were saying of like at the end of the season, we're going to get PFPs. Now, the reason I think this makes sense, and I could be off about the specific mechanics, but I feel like I know 10 KTF and how they think and their mechanics pretty well. And the reason I say this, I think there's going to be this whole burn mechanism and this whole thing that's going to play out, is that when they did the original mint for 10 KTF, we put our PFPs on these items, and I think universally, people are much less likely to sell items that have a PFP that you care about on it, right? I still have my original Mutant backpack and shoes. Now, I think that if 10 KTF is going to do a PFP, there's a 0% chance, like one of these Thursdays, they're going to be like, hey, mint is opened, just go mint your PFP. No, guys, it's never been that easy. If they're going to give us a PFP, they're going to make us earn it. And it's going to be something that I think we get a hand in crafting over time. And so depending on which missions we choose and how we navigate each Thursday is going to dictate our PFP at the end of the season. in terms of rarity, looks, whatever it is. And because that's going to happen, and you're probably going to be able to use multiple G tags for one PFP. I think it's going to make you want to hold your PFP much more because it's yours. You really built it over a full season, or like half a season, let's call it. I think it's going to be 3-4 months, rather than like something that like you just get access to and you mint and you're like, oh, cool art, or
now
like
reveal.
Oh, cool reveal. Oh, now I flip it, and oh, now it's pumping. Versus like, this is mine. Like I'll remember that mission, that what happened that week, and I picked this, and that impacted this. And so I really think it's going to be this collaborative thing. And by the end of it, it's like, you'd be crazy to sell it because
you work so hard.
You work so hard for it, yeah. And it's going to reward the people that really invest their time and energy into this. And the whole idea of 10KTF is that the fact that when you put time and energy into something, they reward you in the same way that, we got the ApeCoin airdrops.
Yeah.
So that was the second tweet. That's my take on it. I put a little couple tweets about it. I'll make a thread about it later on as well to kind of flesh that out. But I thought that was really, really cool. So now the final tweet of the evening was a big one because hold on, we once again played on the live stream. Is the floor pumping? And yes, the GTAG floor was definitely pumping. PFPs confirmed. Last tweet of the evening was
Reese.
Reese
is gonna come back next Thursday. I think 8 a.m.
8 a.m. PST. 11 ET.
For 10 hours.
Definitely 10 hours.
Definitely 10 hours.
A wink.
To recycle. And after that, you will never be able to produce any G tags anymore. Again. So, okay, there is a lot into this. We obviously have to address the elephant.
Can we just put like an alarm, like make the whole screen red and say, alert, really important announcement.
Really important announcement. Alpha. Big alpha. If you're new in 10KTF, don't miss this other part that we're going to address right now. So what did Reese say? She said that it's going to start at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's going to be open for 10 hours, which means 10 hours is going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But if any of you watched the stream, we had a very, very strong reaction. Yeah.
Let's play that reaction right now.
Let's play that reaction.
Yeah.
Wen said,
this is actually huge news.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Reese will be around for definitely 10 hours next Thursday, starting at 8 a.m. Pacific for cycling. We'll never yield G tags after. Yes, guys. Okay. Important news. Listen. Okay, guys, it said she will definitely be around for 10 hours. It's not going to be 10 hours. It's going to be 7. It's going to be 7 hours.
Confirmed.
Do not wait until like the 8th, 9th, and 10th hour because they're going to rug us.
All right. Did you see that? Why we reacted like that?
Let's pull up the tweet.
Let's pull up the tweet.
Well, actually, there's 2 tweets that we need to pull up. The first tweet is a year and a half ago. So the second mint ever for 10KTF. It was the backpack mint. And Wagmi-san said, I'm going to be here for 10 hours so they can mint. And then the second tweet is, this was tweeted out afterwards, and it's a note that said, you said 10, not 7. So what happened during that second mint was, instead of the mint being open for 10 hours, it will cut off at 7 hours. And I remember during that evening, we were all like, what the hell? Like, why did they do that? Like, was there a technical issue? We went through all the iterations.
Was it about supply?
Was it about supply? Yeah. And it wasn't, because we're like, no, this is a pretty, this team knows what they're doing. I don't think that's what happened. And I even said that in I think this is the first but a 10KTF ever. I was like, they know what they're doing. They cut it off on purpose. And we got confirmation later on in person that they had cut it off on purpose.
Yeah.
So when it says definitely 10 hours, guys, it's definitely not 10 hours. When do you think, with like a 99.9% probability, that this mint will end?
Well, Mint will end after 7 hours. It just makes complete sense because 7 hours is 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is the time that we always get our Thursday started.
Exactly. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's when Thursday starts. So the Mint is definitely not 10 hours, and it's definitely 7 hours, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And the Mint, we should say burn rather.
Yeah.
This is the last time that Genesis will yield G tags ever. So if you've been on the train or off the train and waiting to jump on this train, pun intended, now would be the time, because once the train has left, it waits for nobody.
It waits for nobody. And if you want that PFP, you're gonna need a G tag.
You're gonna need G tags for PFP. So, guys, there was a lot of alpha dropped. Even just talking about it, there's a lot of moments that I realized from that live stream that we need to just tweet out as individual 1 minute moments, because that was a big thing. I think at some point in the live stream, we got so hyped that we run completely. The sound went away because
we left.
There was so much swearing. People were so excited. A chair was thrown across from the excitement. And I was like, this is not family friendly. I got to cut the feed right now. So we cut the feed, let things calm down.
We were too excited. It's better. It was better for you not to see that.
Yeah, you don't want to see us like that. It was too much. I brought it back when we were safe. So...
Oh my God.
So it was a crazy Thursday. We had so much fun doing it. And I think you can count that anytime we are at an IRL event, which will be a lot of them, expect the damn show to be doing a live stream either on Thursday, well, always on Thursday, but a community live stream as well, sometimes on Thursday, sometimes on Friday.
Yeah.
Just depending on what's happening that week with the events, because we love doing it. And if you want to, your people are welcome to attend, come by. You can enjoy Thursdays or just hang out with the damn crew and grilled crew on a damn IRL. That's what we're calling it, by the way.
All right. So yeah, this was this past Thursday, so many things happened. I loved how the team dropped that last tweet, knowing that the OGs were going to help the new people understand what that means.
Yeah.
Talk about a little bit of history of 10KTF and what happened 18 months ago.
Yeah. September 27th, I think.
Yeah. Wow. That was a long time ago. And I'm super excited. I don't know. I just, it was an amazing Thursday.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this episode, as always, subscribe to the Damn Show. Leave down a comment about what you think about these tweets. If you have a specific speculation about G tags and what you think that they're going to be used for in Battletown Season 2, we want to know that, obviously. And this was a Damn in real life in New York again, also for the Monday episode. And thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, and just a quick message to the 10KTFM that's still listening. Guys, we got the alpha. Now, let's enjoy the journey. That's what this is about. Trust me when I say that. And let's enjoy the journey. And at the end of it, all the alpha and all the things, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have new friends and new connections. And when you meet up in person with these people, it's going to be a really amazing time. So let's enjoy the journey and see where it takes us. Thanks, everybody.